Morphogenics podcast is it's a podcast that interviews or talks with and has discussions with people in the agribusiness as well as the food industries. So our aim is to have discussions and interviews with people doing interesting things in those industries. So I'm very happy to have you as a guest today on the podcast. Colin, what is one piece of advice you'd give to someone starting out into your career?
Good question. If somebody were leaving college, and I do mentor students periodically, so let me give you the bit that normally takes place. When students come to me and I'm at an expo, I'm obviously just representing one company at an exhibition, right? They have no idea that I have other things. And what they do, usually what they do is this. They say, I'm at culinary school and I'm really good at, and then they use the machine gun approach and they shoot 1,000 bullets and they want to do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. No. So the advice I give them is decide what you're best at, decide what you think is the most fun. Do that. Get a job with a very large company, not a small mom and pop, not a startup. Do that 3 to 5 years. Then the world is your oyster. So be trained by the big organizations. And I think that's an advantage to anybody starting in the food industry. If they are really entrepreneurial, then let me back away from what I just said, then go with a startup. If you're truly an entrepreneur, but that's a very special character. It really is. And usually true entrepreneurs don't even know they're true entrepreneurs. So that's a difficult one to quantify. But there is an area of the startup in the food industry and people have done very well. Think of things like Kind Bar. They never made a darn thing. Just a marketing operation from a very clever brain. You know, there are many other examples like that where people are not manufacturing anything, don't even touch a product, don't even touch an ingredient, they don't put anything together to make anything. However, they have a brainchild to get somebody else to do it. How smart are they? That's what I think.
That sounds okay. All right.
Perfect. All right, well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much.
Likewise, Colin. Likewise. Have a great day further. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this information useful, please click the like button and please subscribe to receive new information from the food and agribusiness industry. Thank you. Goodbye.